YouTube, greetings and salutations. I'm gonna do another review on my NYX Builder Pros 1964s. I purchased these a while back. I've made a couple of update videos and I'm just gonna give a review, an up-to-date, to see what I like and what I don't like about it and how they wear. If you look at my first video, you will probably see that it looks a lot different. This is what it looks like now. Get it in the camera. Alright, so still the care that I do on this boot is the same, not a lot. At this point, as soon as I'm done working, I use this Scotch-Brite. It's for toilets. I just go ahead and give it a good scuff. Try to take off as much as possible. It's kind of wet where I live, very humid. So sometimes if they get wet or with a lot of sweat, they will kind of dry out a little bit quicker. But they feel so much better now. I would say these things take a very long time to break in. Most people will tell you that you break them in fairly simple, like it's very easy. Yeah, kind of, but that's not what you're talking about. So most people, when they're referring to when you're breaking them in, they're talking about this top part, this upper. For this, yes. But I will say, depending on what you do, somebody mentioned this recently and it's 100% true. Depending, the Builder Pros are the best boots, or like something like this, JK or Whites, or doesn't matter. These logger boots are amazing. What you may want to consider is how thick the sole is. I would say that when I resole these, I'm definitely not going to put the same one on. There are trade-offs. You get this one, now look at the wear on this one. Let me see if it'll show. I've been actually wearing this down and it feels so much better now because you get a flex, and before I wasn't really getting that flex. And I even got a sprung toe and that's kind of gone down, which, you know what, I don't know why I got the sprung toe, but I did, but it worked out, I guess. They are still great. They're holding up. They feel even better now, but I think in the future the sole, I'm probably gonna get something a little bit thinner, just because I'm not out in the wilderness. Neither is 90% of the people buying these boots. They're still phenomenal boots. I still would recommend any type of logger boot. But if you're gonna change anything, the sole, get something a little like more flexible, and it'll definitely help you out in the break-in period. All I really do now is just give it a good brush, and if it feels a little with the tongue here, if it starts kind of curling up and it feels a little flaky, I will go ahead and dab, it's like beeswax, really, whatever. I even have some conditioner. I used to kind of be more careful with the conditioning. Nowadays, I think it's like a glove, a glove, you first oil it and then, you wait a little bit longer, you oil it then. Is that a glove or something else? I don't know, they have a saying about something like that in leather. I feel like it's true with these boots. I don't have to oil them as much as time has gone on. I don't know, I kind of like the color even better now after I've abused it, and I will keep on abusing it. You still got a lot of tread left, so I don't think I'm going to be resoling these anytime soon, but when I do, it'll definitely be something a little bit more flexible. Great buy, real pain in the ass to break in. I know a lot of people are going to say that it was easy, they were able to break these things in without an issue, and God bless you. For the average person that is not really destroying, I don't know, if you work on railroad tracks or something, I don't know what the hell you do. If you're in the wilderness chopping wood, like a logger, sure. For that, they are amazing. Just be careful with the sole because, like I said, they could get a little clunky for a while, and it'll take a long time for you to break that in. I don't care what anybody says. If you're a normal person, and I use these boots for landscaping, and I'm on gravel and I'm on different surfaces, and I do use them to do mechanic work as well, and I use them 5 days out of the week. We're talking about like 8 hours a day, and it still took a while to break in. I get it, maybe it's easier for some people than others. One thing, I'm glad we brought this up. So I've noticed that when I wear these boots for a very long time, I can't describe it, but on the ball of my foot, right around here, I guess imagine my foot's in here. So on the inside right of the ball, I sometimes get pain there after I take the boots off, not while I have them on. But I've noticed that when I use these for an extensive period of time, that happens. And to tell you the truth, I kind of wear it out there. This one's kind of even. Never mind, I take it back. I just noticed that. That's probably something normal. It doesn't really matter. I've had these for quite a while, and I feel like they're starting to really get good. A lot of people have a lot of maintenance, and you'll see people, if you buy these boots, just wear them out at first until they get really dirty. And honestly, when you're gonna clean them, by the way, nobody's gonna recommend this. I saw a guy do it with Iron Rangers, and I started doing it. I just get I get the same brush. I don't really care about cross contamination, and I will use soapy water with pine salt. Is it pine salt? It's not pine salt, is it? No, Dove. That thing that they use for ducks, man. The Dove. I said pine salt. Yeah. So I'll use that, like soap detergent, and then just hit it with that. Is it Dove? Man, I don't know. It's the one that they use when ducks get full of oil and they use one on them. I can't think of it right now, and I'm not doing this video over again. So that's what I'm referring to. I just use that, like simple for dishes, like soap. I just hit it and I just scrub them really, really good. I get it. Well, obviously take off the laces, do everything, scrub it down, then just kind of hose it down a little bit. When it dries, give it a little bit of oil, and I think they're good to go. When I clean them out on a daily basis, if they need a little bit of oil, go ahead and just add a little bit, just kind of get it in there. I will use the same brush then, and then kind of move the oil around, I guess it's, in my theory, I'm making the oil a little bit hotter with the friction, trying to get it in. Does that work? I have no idea. And that's about it. Make sure that when you're like just rubbing oil on it, like I usually will loosen the laces to get to the back of the tongue, and kind of blow that out a little bit, and just kind of put oil back there too. Put oil on here, and just kind of put oil on the laces. The laces are leather, they need oil, so make sure you oil them a little bit up as well. And then I just kind of throw them in the boot. That's about it. If you're gonna use these, don't baby them. I'm gonna be honest with you, use them as much as possible. You have to really break them in. I don't care what anyone says, but they are. My brother has gone through like maybe 5 pairs of boots, and I'm still breaking down doors with this one. Not really breaking down doors, but I've hit a couple of doors with it, and they're super tough. They look pretty cool too. They're probably a good motorcycle boot too. I don't know about the laces. I have to give that a try. Well, that's about it. If you have any questions, concerns, please reach out to me. I'm sure I left something out, and I'm sorry for the crappy humor. Other than that, have a wonderful day, you too.